Credit cards on an individual basis have done enough harm to the credit history of borrowers, sort of a spoiled kid. Folks began misusing the convenience offered through credit cards. Among a really short time span, there was an oversized cluster of individuals. United Nations agency underwent dangerous credit proceedings. Defaults on credit cards together with the opposite defaults and arrears diode borrowers from county court judgments to bankruptcy. The situation of people with dangerous credit is analogous to persons walking a decent rope. Correct aids within the sort of adverse credit debt consolidation loans will lead them safely to the opposite finish, i.e. withdraw the winds of bankruptcy with ease. By denying opportunities of adverse credit debt consolidation opportunities, lenders square measure solely increasing their probabilities of make up the throes of bankruptcy. While most lenders within the yesteryears would have blue-eyed to play a passive role by denying debt consolidation loans to borrowers with dangerous credit, the new generation loaning agencies square measure additional hospitable the suggestion of giving borrowers with dangerous credit a second likelihood. Adverse credit debt consolidation loans square measure kind of like regular debt consolidation loans, apart from the rationale that the terms could also be a bit strict. The strictness in terms is influenced by the inflated risk that these debt consolidation loans create for loaning agency. The stringency of terms can commonly be visible on two grounds. Firstly, rate of interest are raised. Secondly, the borrowable quantity are down. The variations in terms will cow loan supplier against any future risk arising out of non-payment of the loan. Interest rate is one among the foremost disputable problems in adverse credit debt consolidation loans. Some borrowers feel that they're at the mercy of the loan supplier since they need opted for this kind of loan. However, things don't seem to be as depressing together might understand. As in each regular loan, April on adverse credit debt consolidation loans is well outlined. Borrowers simply ought to bear the speed list of outstanding banks and therefore the precise rate of interest is instantly visible. Online comparison through loan calculators can save on the time of borrowers. Loan calculator, that's accessible on principal websites, presents April charged by principal banks and money establishments at one place. Adverse credit debt consolidation loans too have the choice of skilled steerage by loan suppliers. Steerage and facilitative loan supplier within the debt settlement method is that the principal attraction of debt consolidation loans. Having attained dangerous credit once through debt management, dangerous credit borrowers won't undertake the task of debt settlement yet again. Thus, a majority of them can attempt to like the experience of loan suppliers. Loan supplier yield in an exceedingly manner kind of like the regular debt consolidation loans. Once the receiver has conferred to the loaner the entire list of debts on his account, he studies the debts very well. This study are useful in planning an efficient debt answer. Borrowers will contribute towards a correct study of debts by together with each debt and by categorizing them in line with their type. Therefore, MasterCard debts can type a separate category, thus can secured and unsecured debts. The loaner will, at a look, grasp what kind of debts hold prominence within the borrower's finances. Borrowings on adverse credit debt consolidation loans, as mentioned before, are less as compared to the regular debt consolidation loans. Thus, adverse credit debt consolidation loans might not be applicable for giant-sized debts. A technique to draw additional on adverse credit debt consolidation loans is by giving loan suppliers lien on sure assets, significantly home. These square measure referred to as secured adverse credit debt consolidation loans. The clause of collateral has the result of lowering the amount of risk within the venture. The speed of interest charged on adverse credit debt consolidation loan additionally improves as a result of collateral. Adverse credit debt consolidation loans might not be fully blank on the disadvantage front. Borrowers should perceive that these square measure expensive and dangerous management of the adverse credit debt consolidation loans can augment the debts rather than eliminating them. Consequently, correct coming up with should back adverse credit debt consolidation loans. Adverse credit mortgages, home shopping for tips. Bad credit mortgage loans square measure accessible to people with bankruptcies, foreclosures, repos, low credit ratings, etc. Sadly, having a negative credit rating means that the next mortgage rate and a restricted alternative of lenders. Still, there square measure various home loans to decide on between. Thus, homebuyers with dangerous credit will simply qualify for a mortgage. Who square measure mortgage brokers? If shopping for a home with dangerous credit, a mortgage broker is your ally. While not employing a broker, choosing the proper real estate loan is time intense. This might entail contacting many non-public lenders, and inquiring regarding their real estate loan necessities. As a result of an oversized variety of ancient lenders favor home consumers with down payments and high credit scores, persons with dangerous credit won't be eligible for many bank or banking company loan. A better use of your time would involve contacting a broker once the choice has been created to shop for a home. Mortgage brokers have associations with many varieties of lenders, together with an in-depth choice of sub-prime or dangerous credit mortgage lenders. Consequently, brokers square measure capable of quickly matching homebuyers with appropriate loan programs. How to apply for mortgage loans. Homebuyers have the selection of employing a native mortgage broker or a web broker. Each can have access to an oversized information of mortgage loans. However, applying online is far easier and convenient. Online broker sites supply no-obligation mortgage quotes, supported the knowledge enclosed, like credit rating, income, desired loan quantity, and debts. The broker can type through numerous mortgage lenders, and remit a quote. On average, homebuyers can receive a minimum of 3 quotes from completely different lenders. Increased probabilities of obtaining a much better rate. Homebuyers with a coffee credit rating shouldn't expect the simplest mortgage rate. Of course, there's square measure ways in which to enhance your odds of getting a coffee rate mortgage, a minimum of 12 months before applying for a real estate loan. Build an endeavor to spice up your credit rating. Most of the time, this may be accomplished by merely paying bills on time and reducing debts. Alternative approaches to raising credit score involves keeping credit accounts opened, limiting the amount of credit inquiries, and paying off high-interest credit cards.